Okay, just got back from Secret Life of Pets not too long ago, and I thought it was an enjoyable film. That's definitely think that once again, Illumination Entertainment's managed to have its own distinct identity from the likes of Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, and other animation studios. Because the new tens, in particular, have been very good with animation, and this film is definitely no exception. I mean, that's in sense, and even with 6 years having passed since the original Despicable Me, with yet more of those films in the pipeline. But I digress. The premise is also actually pretty simple, yet also pretty creative as well. That's seeing all how the pet, or what happens with our pets whenever we leave them behind when we go to school or work. I mean, concerns a terrier named Max, voiced by Louis C.K. Hey, who is the apple of his owner's eye. I mean, and but whose world turns upside down when a rambunctious his dog, Hog named Duke, who is introduced into his home. When a scuffle gets them lost in the city, they had to find their way back, and also other pets such as Gidget, a Pomeranian, Chloe, a very snarky cat, and many other dogs, as well as even a hawk named Tiberius, voiced by Albert Brooks. Next have to find them, bring them home before the owner comes back. I mean, and the animation itself, even if it doesn't have the budget that Disney, Pixar, or DreamWorks do, is really good. It definitely captures his sensibilities of the Looney Tunes. There's a lot like how its energy is channeled into the whole 90 minutes of runtime, as well as the little mini Moe short that opens the film. And surprisingly, even the bunny rabbit habit was definitely I found was a highly entertaining character, even despite not being a big fan of Kevin Hart in all main sense. I mean, just think about it. I mean, it's got huge, sharp, can leave about as far as look at the bones. Yeah, if you know where I'm going with that. I mean, and all things considered, it definitely is worth seeing. And that's definitely got more laughs out of it than I would still making 80 wedding dates. I mean, hey, so I'm not even gonna get into that one too much, but and all the things it does. I mean, like they have all the usual gags like the cat's laser pointers, and also even given how much change YouTube has undergone on the past few years, that sometimes some of the best ways to unwind from a stressful event is to watch videos of cats causing mischief, even whether it's on your phone or on the biggest TV in New York City. I mean, in Times Square. I mean, and I also this whole final chase on the Brooklyn Bridge. That's actually got to be the second animated film I've seen this summer, which has a car chase as a climax. I mean, the other one being Finding Dory. I mean, and definitely is another a great animated film to add to the many ones we've had this year. I mean, uh, since even though there have been some drags, look at you, Norm of the North. Uh, that's not to say there haven't been some really good ones this year as well. I mean, since and even Zootopia, which I saw a bit of the other day. I mean, I may not have liked as much as others did, but I actually liked it more than I thought it would. I mean, that's been happening a lot lately. I mean, I feel like I don't want to get too into that right now. I just feel, that there's been a whole influx of these kind of anime movies, which seems to manage to entertain the young and old alike. They can definitely manage to capture the fun spirit of some of the older anime films, and also has enough have clever jokes and hooks and some nice innuendos to keep people like me amused as well. I mean, and the soundtrack is really good. Everything from older stuff like Bill Withers' Lovely Day to Farrell's Happy, which was definitely made popular by Despicable Me 2 as well. I mean, so if you even if it may not be in the same order of magnitude as a Disney or Pixar movie, it's still worth seeing, highly entertaining film. So give it 3 stars out of 4. And now I'm gonna have more of a talk about the trailer I saw during the whole thing, and after this cut here. Okay, so, not gonna go in any particular order, herder, but I am just gonna address the ones that stood out at me. So, let's get started. There was Kubo with the Two Strains coming August 19th, and another one from Portland-based Leica. Since I live in Oregon, I definitely have been following those since they made Coraline. And that this hero's journey film with a heavy Japanese influence. I mean, given how the trailer has this cover of One Like a Touch Gently Weeps by the Beatles playing on shamisen, it seems, and definitely looks very creative as well. And even there were some occasions where they have to cheat and use CGI for things like lighting and shadows, fire and water, the stop motion is still some of the most impressive I've ever seen for them since. I mean, Paranorman, Box Trolls. So if you had to make a movie I've disliked, I mean, since kind of like Pixar has, and there, and also coming in September, there's Penguin's Home of Peculiar Children. I mean, Tim Burton once again brings his rather unique worldview to the novel, which I'm a big fan of. I mean, even though I've only read it once, and I still remember it quite well. Oh, I'm definitely going to be enjoying it quite a bit in September, and I'm just gonna still suggest that not terribly big fan of the idea of remaking Pete's Dragon. And I mean, since that's one of several Disney movies that's a classic, and by that proxy is a remake of a movie that's not the remake. I mean, since I'm just gonna say what's like some other in a percent saying about another beloved nostalgic film. I'm saying I simply refuse to go see it. I will not. I mean, despite the fact that looks like a very expensive production, I don't really care over the effects. I mean, since come on, I mean the traditionally animated dragon in the original film looks more convincing than this furry CGI nonsense they're trying. And also Carl Urban. I have nothing but respect for him as an actor, but I just feel that this does not suit him. I mean, it's like, damn it, I'm a doctor, not a hunter. And on that note, I'm gonna be Star Trek Beyond, which is the third film in the alternate reality series, and the 13th film overall, celebrating 50 years of fantasy and fun. I mean, this new one with this new Rihanna track, Sledgehammer. Since they launched at 5 a.m. The other day, couldn't really sleep. I just binge watched the movies for the empty time on Netflix. Man, before they got delisted, and also I was ended up thinking the first one like it, and even if definitely the action and special effects more flashier than the previous movies, I still think that where the heart of Star Trek lies and has given how it has engaging story as well as distinct characterization as well, which are things that can make any movie or TV show entertaining to watch, that's much. And even though J.J. Abrams now being preoccupied with wars, as well as just being relegated to producer as a result, I did finally see Fast and Furious 6 the other day, and I know Justin Lin at least had the technical aspects of the film down, as well as Simon Pegg coding script, and I definitely plan on going because of what happened with Anton Yelchin. I mean, it's still very sad given how the guy was much older than I was when he got in that accident. I'm only 24. And he was 27 when he got involved in a car wreck. That again, he had to be one of the favorite parts of these movies, as well as any movie I saw him in. He just seemed to be giving his all. As such a young man. And that's about all for now. And definitely advise you to leave comments that depending on what happens next week, I'm probably going to be seeing new Ghostbusters as well as looking at Ghostbusters 2 if I can. Even if it does have a disappointment and some of the criticism is justified, at least there's plenty of people that can turn the content, even if people like James and Brad have said no. Oh, that I imagine other channels, some personas, or other media can definitely offer some perspective on it too. I mean, so it depends who you're gonna call.